Today, Ollie and I put our feet to good use, treasure hunting for vintage sewing supplies. We brought home these 3 items to sort through. In the metal tin we have wooden spool collection, which I'm really excited about because I just decided to start collecting them to put in my apothecary jar on my sewing table in my art studio. Here's a look at all the labels on the wooden spools from that vintage tin. I'm excited to look them up later and see how old the companies are and what other information I can find. But sometimes the tin is the best part. Here's a plastic bag we found in the thrift store. I was pretty certain I spotted a wooden spool, so I decided to buy it and see what else we find. Here's a look at what's in there. Yep, there's the wooden spool. Let's piece through everything else and see what we've got. Here's an overview of everything that was in that plastic bag. 2 wooden spools, ultimately. Next, we have the vintage sewing tote. I'm really excited about this one. Lots of buttons and wooden spools. I might take a jar and start putting buttons in them. Here's the second tray tier. Looks like we've got some vintage fabrics. Thinking about making something with those. Oop, and 2 wooden spools. Now let's see what we have on the bottom tier. Looks like some jars filled with things, spools, leather scraps. Ooh, awesome find, vintage 1957 Manitou Pharmacy bottle. The pharmacy was in business in Spokane from 1919 to 1998. I love vintage treasure hunting. You never know what you're going to find.